All right, we got another Teachy heating system update, boiler update. Um, I had a little bit of time to work on it this weekend. We had a pretty busy weekend, but I was able to sneak down here and do a couple things. Um, so it's been very, very cold, and the system is doing great. House is comfortable, and my leaks have not come back, so we're all set there. So I identified my thermostat wire location, and I'm going to be able to use the thermostat wire that's already there to fish in new thermostat wire. Unfortunately, the wire that's there is just an old two-wire system, and I need at least three for the modern thermostat we're going to put in connecting to all this. So right now, we don't have a thermostat, but the boiler is being constantly told we need heat because basically this is just kind of shorted right here, and it connects to the zone valve, and so it's telling the zone valve, hey, I need heat, stay open all the time. Is what's happening here because there's no thermostat in the way. So what that means is that I've just had to run down here about once a day, twice a day, and adjust the heat being put out, since the thermostat doesn't turn it on and off. So that we don't either get blasted with heat when we don't need it, or we don't get too chilly. Um, so what I mostly did this weekend is get this set up. So this is our condensate treatment solution. So this is just a 5-gallon bucket. I got on some bricks here, and might need to elevate it a little bit more. I think the drain will be okay. Here's the drain here, so it comes out this level, and it's probably just got just enough fall to get it out of there at a good speed. You're supposed to do like a 1/4 inch a foot. But what this is the condensate line, and the boiler produces it, and it comes out of this location and into this line. And the reason that it produces it is the boiler is a high efficiency boiler, and when you burn natural gas, you get a combination of carbon dioxide and water vapor, a lot of water vapor. And if you see a lot of what looks like smoke coming out of chimneys and stuff these days, unless they're burning wood, even if they're burning wood, a lot of that, what you're seeing, is actually water vapor, not really smoke. And that water vapor in a high efficiency boiler is kind of held inside of it, so that the hot the heat that's in the steam is able to be turned into heat, go into the house instead of just expelling it out the chimney. And that's why you can get really high efficiencies in the 90%, even above 95% sometimes. But that means in order to do that, it produces a lot of condensate, and it has to go somewhere. So this is my treatment solution. So this is a 5-gallon bucket, and it's full of what they call chicken grit. It's just crushed oyster shells. It's like a coarse thing. Just a bag that I bought at Tractor Supply yesterday. And so you see right here, this is the drain hose at the top of the bucket right here. And you see I haven't produced enough condensate yet to actually get up to the drain, but it will. Right now we're not producing any because it's so cold outside. It's like in the single digits that the water is just being burnt. The water has to stay too hot to even produce any condensate. It's got to get cooler to produce it. So this right here is set about an inch below the rim of the bucket, and so whenever we do start producing more condensate, it'll get up to that drain hose and drain into the hose. This hose right here goes all the way to the bottom of the bucket. So what you can imagine is that you have water coming in to the bottom of the bucket, trickling in. Produces probably on a fast day, whenever it's just producing enough heat, the system, to on a mild day where the water's coming in very cool, and so it's able to run much more efficiently than whenever the water comes back hotter, and use a lot of the heat that's in the steam. So it might produce about 5 gallons a day, somewhere around that ballpark. And so you got a 5-gallon bucket here, so it will hang out on a fast day when a lot of condensate's being produced in this bucket at least 24 hours on average. And then it will trickle down into this drain, and that drain is directly connected to this outlet here, and then goes and disappears into the next room. And so this is the treatment solution. The reason you need to do this is that the condensate is very, very acidic. So it comes out at about a pH of somewhere about 4 to 5. And that would over time eat away your metal pipes. And that's a bad day. So when it sits in this bucket for long enough, it will get rid of all the acidity, and it'll even become a little bit alkaline, which is fine. So a neutral is about 7. The condensate coming out of this bucket after being treated is probably going to be about 8 or 9, which isn't a problem for if you've got metal pipes or PVC drain pipes. Alkaline's not going to hurt anything. It's actually preferred from what I was reading. Wouldn't be great for copper to have a lot of alkaline in it, but obviously drains are not copper. That's your supply pipes, so that's not an issue. So this goes into the next room, and I still got a wreck down here I have to get cleaned up. That's kind of, after the thermostat is probably the next thing to start getting this straightened up down here. So right now I just have it kind of lazy set up, so I don't really, not very well done here, but it just kind of hangs and kind of right to the floor. And then it'll just drain right here, and then it'll go right across the floor to this drain. This is not my permanent setup. Of course, I'm going to do this a lot more elegantly later. So this will work. We are taking a trip soon, and I don't want to ask the dog sitter to also be the boiler sitter. That's too much to ask. And having to dump buckets of condensate and so forth while we're gone. Come down here to the basement, my nasty basement. So my only worry here is this drain is actually very slow. I mean so slow that I don't know that if it will even be able to keep up with 5 gallons a day, to be honest. Maybe, but I don't think so. So this is not going to be able to handle it without creating a mess for too long. It'll be okay just for a few days. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attempt to clean that sucker out. Go to Home Depot or whatever, and they'll rent you a electrical pipe auger or snake or whatever you call it. You know, it's just a rotor rooter type thing, and so I'm crossing my fingers that if I do that, I can get this drain running at least fast enough, maybe completely fixed, to handle this, and then this will be the permanent place that it'll go, and I'll just get a better setup with my drain hose going all the way here. So the other solution, if I can't get that going, I'm gonna have to get a condensate pump, and then I'll either pump it out of the house, or maybe pump it into the utility sink in the other room down here. I guess out of the house is better because, well, I was about to say, well, I don't have to pay for the sewer bill, but good Lord, Rick, that's like 5 gallons a day. Who cares? So anyway, that is what I accomplished this weekend, and like I said, everything's running great, and we don't have any leaks, and got plenty of heat, and everybody's happy, and it's been a good project. I will send another update when I get the thermostat done, I think. Thank you.